Right then, welcome back. Today, I wasn't entirely sure how, what or why to do this, because I didn't know whether to give it some big fanfare where I was like, oh look what I've done, I've been spent ages doing it and blah blah blah, but I'm not gonna muck about with it. I'm just gonna say what it is. So I've spent, oh my god, a long time, 500 odd miles on this bike at a lot of different tracks, doing a lot of different things, and basically the intention was to say, look, I think there's a setup in every bike that everyone can use. So you put a setup in, and then depending on how you ride or what engine braking you use, you just pick your tyre. So I've tried, and it is difficult, it's very difficult, but I've tried to basically set the bike up to use a medium tyre. So I appreciate that there's loads of different skill levels involved, and some people are going to ride it harder than I do, some people are going to ride it not as hard, and you've got the option of going to a harder tyre or a softer tyre. Now, in the grand scheme of things, different tyres don't make a massive amount of difference. Have a look at the leaderboards on any track, and the top 25, 50 places are populated by a variety of tyres. Some are using stock tyres, some are using soft, medium, well, it doesn't matter. What matters is the setup of the bike. So, I've spent a lot of time mucking about with this Aprilia. And why did I choose the Aprilia? It's just one of the bikes that when I first used it, I got on with it. I fluked the initial setup, basically, and it turned into quite a nice bike to ride. And what we've ended up with is, we have ended up with that. So the suspension settings look like that. However, to make life easier for everybody, when you go to save or load setup, that appears and it gives you the numbers. It goes through them, so preload, spring hardness, front shock absorber, everything else. I appreciate that there's a couple of setups there, but it's the all singing one. It's the all singing one that we're concerning ourselves with. And yeah, basically that's it. Now, no matter where I've gone, what I've done, it works. It absolutely works. And I think I can do it for most bikes. So if you've got a bike you want to set up for, just bang me a comment. Bang me a comment and say, can you send me one for this? And I'll do it. I'll do a video on it. It takes a few days to get it done. I've been doing one for the S1000RR BMW 2019 one. I haven't done the M1000. I'll start with the S1000. And then what else did I do? I thought, well, I've done two sports bikes there. So I've done a Naked. I've done the 2021 MT09. Now, the S1000 took about 11 events to kind of settle on where I wanted it to be. The MT09 was a bit quicker, about 6. So I'll get the setup and then I'll keep riding it and I'll decide on what I want to do and then I'll do a video. But it's not just a case of, he says he's done a setup, he's done this, that and the other, he's done X, Y, Z. I've been grafting. I've actually been properly grafting, and I'll just show you. I'll show you where I've been grafting. But before I do, let's say you run different electronics to me, and that is a possibility. For this one I run anti-wheelie 2. I'll put them up on the screen. I run anti-wheelie 2, engine braking 2, and no traction control. Now, you might want to run traction control, which is absolutely fine. If you run traction, then what you might have to do is just knock the rear suspension down one. Not necessarily the preload, as I'm doing there, but maybe it's the rear spring, just knock it down one, so that it's not absorbing the drive and the traction control's doing it. Obviously all the settings, all the way to the left is 0 and then all the way to the right is 10. So where it says preload 6 and 3, so the front is 6 clicks to the right, if that makes sense. It does actually show you the scale on the thing, on the adjusters when you're doing the calibration. You got the suspension. 0 is left, 10 is right. So yeah, 0 left, 10 right. Put them numbers in. Go and give it a bash and let me know what it feels like, what it looks like, and everything else. So where have I been testing it? And I did validate it as well. I did a couple of time attacks to say, well, actually, where am I in the world? So first one that I actually recorded was Laguna Seca at night, 3-lap race, and I went with a medium front, soft rear, and you can see the soft was getting nice and warm. Then I went to Road America and I ran a medium front and a soft rear. Bad idea. Road America, you need a soft front tyre because the straights just cool the medium down too much. Then I went to UMC, yeah, one of my favourites, did 5 laps there and ran a medium front and a soft rear, and that was absolutely fine. Tyres up to temp again. Back to Laguna during the day and ran medium front, soft rear, and again they were absolutely fine. Then I went to VIR. I was in the American bit of the playlist. I was just mucking about. VIR 5 laps again, tyres warmed up nice and fine. Went back to Road America and ran a soft front, and it worked absolutely fine. Although the tyres were knackered at the end of it, so just be wary of that. Then went to Interlagos again, ran a medium front, soft rear, did 5 laps. We've got plenty of tyre life left, and the tyre temp is up there as well. Then what about the rain? Oh, what about the rain? Well, I went to the Canadian Tyre Motorsport Park, one of the hardest tracks in the rain. Ran the rain tyres, didn't change anything on the setup, and the tyre temps were absolutely fine. So then, what did I do? I thought, well, I need to validate. It's alright me saying, look, the tyres are working if the bike's slow as shit. So it was a Tsukuba circuit, and I thought I'll give it a blast. I was mucking about with the S1000 RR at the time, and I went faster on the Aprilia. It's just more my kind of bike, and we ended up 25th in the world. And that's not on a setup to go as fast as possible. That's on a setup you can use everywhere. So it's top 25 at Tsukuba. So yeah, we can get it absolutely smashed out of the park there. And then I thought, well, I'm going to go to Alton, and I'm going to do Alton, I think it was Alton Island Circuit, was it? Can't remember. Yeah, Island Circuit. Third fastest time on the leaderboards. Not changed a thing. All I did was pick a medium front and a soft rear because the soft front was getting a bit of a hard time. So, third in the world. And that's the same setup across all them tracks. I've just changed tyres. So you don't have to change a thing. So, I think I'm onto something. I might be wrong. I mean, the number of people who watch it and take notice or send me a message and say, can you do a setup for this, that and the other, will be the proof of the pudding. But, to be honest, if 10 people watch it, I don't really care because I'm going to do it for every bike because I'm an arse and that's what I want to do. And I like the game. And I'm getting towards the end of all the events and I need something to keep making me come back and play it. So if you've got a bike that you want to set up for, send me a comment, let me know. It can be anything. It can be a 300, well, I say it can be anything. The 125s and the Supermotos are a pain in the arse, but I'll give it a go and we'll see where we end up. But sometimes the bikes don't have enough power to make the rear tyre warm, but again, it's just something that we'll have to muck about with. But yeah, let me know. And let me know what you think. And give me some feedback, because feedback is the greatest thing in the world. Whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter. Just let me know and we'll go from there. But yeah, hopefully you get something out of this and it helps. And if it does, let me know. And if you go faster, let me know. If you do it and you don't like it, again, send me the feedback. Don't just go, oh, he's a prick, he's full of shit, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me know what's wrong with it, because not everyone rides the bike the same way I do they? So yeah, just let me know and I can adjust my approach and bits and bobs. There's some adjustability in the setup. If you want to run engine brake in one, then make your front spring slightly harder. If you want to run engine brake in 3, you're a mentalist, because it's right on the limit, I think, at the minute. But if you want to run 1 or 0, then up your spring. If you go from engine brake in 2 to engine brake in 1, just make the spring hardness on the front +1, go 1 more. If you go to engine brake in 0, go +2, and so on and so forth. That's the beauty of doing it this way. If you adjust one thing, one click on the suspension should adjust it another, but it is what it is. But yeah, thank you for watching. I think I appreciate it. I don't know. I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous about putting it out there and getting a load of feedback saying you're full of shit, mate. But we'll see. I mean, everyone just changes leaderboard times, don't they? So, third in the world at quite a tricky track on a setup that you can use anyway. I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. Not that I give a monkeys about leaderboard stuff. That's why I've not done any of the weekly challenges the last couple of weeks, because I was getting a bit obsessed with it and I thought, nah. And the last one was shit anyway, so... But anyway, we digress. Thank you for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who subscribed recently. You made me a very, 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 very happy boy. So yeah, leave me a like, leave me a comment. If you enjoyed it and you want some more, bang that subscribe button, because I'm going to do probably every bike on the game, because I'm an arse. Yeah, and we'll go from there. So thank you. And fingers crossed, I'll see you next time, which won't be too long. Oh, and give me some feedback on the videos, the point of view replay style things and the TV replay style things as well. They're only little 2-3 minute like races, sometimes 5, depends where I am. But yeah, give me some feedback, let me know. But yeah, thanks again. Stay safe. Peace.